internet, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have someone who gets every girl's tubelight in the heart going, and is someone who has been my crush since I can remember. I used to dance on his songs when I was small, and I still dance on his songs.
You're still small.
Yeah. So look who I have. I don't know how to take your name, like that's how overwhelmed I am with everything. So I'm gonna ask you a set of questions which are tubelight questions.
Mm-hmm.
So are you ready?
100%.
Okay. So when you were small, when did your tubelight first go? When you had your first heartbreak? Hard one.
That's a really easy one. But if there was anyone else who would ask me this, but since you're really asking me and you really want to know, so there are people who ask you a question and it's just to create that hype and that buzz and that controversy, and they don't actually want to know. Do you actually want to know?
I actually want to know. It's a very I'm a teenager and I'm going to have my heartbreak sometime soon. So I want to know when you had your heartbreak.
So the person that I had the heartbreak with, I still really like her, but I could not ever tell her that I liked her. I was so scared of she saying, no, we're just friends, I don't like you. And then she liked one friend of mine, it didn't work out. And she liked another friend of mine, it didn't work out. But she was a friend of mine and she never liked me in that manner. So when one friend started dating her, I was like,
first time.
But she never ever got to know that. I'm sure she must have noticed, and she didn't even pry into that. So she was definitely not into me. And at that point in time, I was like, I really liked her. And I was like, how old are you?
18.
18. I was about 16 years old. So,
young love.
Yeah. It was like, there was something nice about her, really nice. It's not that she was like the most beautiful girl, but there was something really nice about her. And she had this erratic dog, so which was not even in her control. So one day I tried to, take control of the dog, and just walking past, and I saw.
Were you being the hero?
Yes, I said, this little guy. So I say, hey baby, he bit me here. So I did this and he lifted up with my hand.
Oh God.
And he took 2 circles on my hand. And he just wouldn't let go. I didn't know what to do.
That's crazy.
I want to punch him in the head.
But you still couldn't because you had to be nice.
Yeah, and then she fired me for that. So then I realized it was over. She doesn't like me. Dog doesn't like me. So I guess the parents and the brothers and all, there was no chance on me.
Did you sulk over it?
Yeah, for a long time. About 2-3 days. And then I got over it. And at that point in time, it felt, those 3-4 days, it felt that was like the end of my life.
Yeah, you just want to crawl up in your bed and just not do anything.
No, I used to go out.
Oh, so you overcompensated for it.
I used to go out, I used to hang out with my friends and stuff. Nice, and they all used to make fun of me. This was there now. So that happened, and today I say thank God. Thank God. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Till today, because I don't take the name, till today, I don't know where that person is. I hope that person is really happy. I'm sure that person will be really happy. But it's been like almost 35 years that I've not seen that person. Bumped into that person and I didn't recognize her. She had to introduce herself to me now, but and she all that happened. Then I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah, so but at that point in time I was pretty smitten by her. It was like a crush.
Yeah, the first crush, the first time you're like, oh my God, I have butterflies in my stomach. So when was the first tubelight in your heart when you realized you wanted to be an actor? Like that spark when you were like, this is what I'm meant to do, this is what I want to do.
So I was in college, and then I used to swim at, this is Taj Lands End. There used to be another hotel right next door called Sea Rock. And there used to be a club there called Playmate Club. And I used to swim there. I used to compete as well earlier.
Wow.
So I was training and I saw this really beautiful, gorgeous lady walking past. So I tried to impress her. And can you imagine the way I tried to impress her? So this is the pool. She walks by this side. Okay, I'm standing here. I see her looking at me. Okay, I dive into the water and I swim underwater that side, and I swim back 20 meters this side underwater, and I come back and look, and she's gone. What did I just do? Anyway, so she goes, and I don't know where she's gone. So I'm sitting on there. Next day I get a call. It was for my first commercial.
Wow.
They wanted a swimmer
Was it she?
who swims underwater. So she was Kailash Surendran's girlfriend at that point in time, Aarti Surendranath.
Wow.
Aarti Gupta.
That is so cool.
So she saw me swimming underwater, and they were doing the Capricola ad, and that's how I got my first break. If I wouldn't have swum that day, I wouldn't have been sitting here.
That is so
See?
cool. Almost like destiny.
Yeah.
So that's when you realized you were meant to do this.
Yeah, so the next day I was about 15 and a half at that point in time. I went next day, I didn't know, it was this building in Tardev, and the production is called Far Production, which was owned by Kailash and G. So they're one of the largest, ad film production companies, and Kailash was the biggest director that we had in our country at that point in time. And Capricola was like the biggest commercial that you could do, and we shot in the Andaman. So next day they called me, and I went there. So we were really skinny, tight jeans. I remember Nike Keds, 3 belts. I don't know why 3 belts. No, it's those 3 belts. Yeah. And
Jeans up to like super high.
Yeah. And then to look bigger, I wore a t-shirt, I wore a shirt, and I wore a jacket. And then when I walked in, I saw these guys, 6'1", 6'2", standing with Stetsons and boots and fitted denim jeans. I walked in, I walked out. So Kailash saw me, he called me. He said, "Hey Salman, what is with these 3 belts, man?" So anyway.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, so I got my first commercial. I got 1,500 rupees for that, which was at that point in time a lot of money. One underwater thing happened at a Capricola, and then from there was no looking back for me. So I lucked up. I never actually wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a director. So whenever I took a script to somebody, they said, "You're too young to direct." And it's a really nice, so I used to give my own narration. It's a really nice script, really well written, but they never thought that I had the ability to direct a movie. And at that point in time, these movies used to cost what? 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, but that was a lot of money then. They were big budgeted films. Like Maine Pyar Kiya was at that point in time the biggest budgeted film there was ever. It was a more expensive film than Sholay, and it cost 1 crore 11 lakhs. Yeah.
Yeah, but back then it was a lot of investment to put into someone who's really young.
So then they rejected me, and everywhere I went, they said to tarka me, they said, "You should be an actor. You should be an actor." So when about 25-30 people said actor, I said, "Yeah, I should be an actor." So then Sangeeta Bijnani's cousin, just started photography.
Yeah.
So his first model was me, and he shot some pictures of mine. And so I started taking those pictures. Everywhere I went, they said, "You're too young." So one place I went, I said, "This is a college student's role." They said, "Yeah, but you look too old for it." I'm barely in college. So then I realized that yahan se bhi tarka rahe hain. And then I signed, audition for Maine Pyar Kiya. And at the same time, Bibi Hota Aisi came my way. So I was not confirmed for Maine Pyar Kiya. Deepak Tijori and Kunal Goswami, Manoj Kumar's son, okay, who were the last two finalists for Maine Pyar Kiya. So I realized that one is Deepak Tijori and one is Manoj Kumar's son being launched. I said, it's gone now. So I signed BB or Taisi. So I met Mr. J.K. Bihari, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. He said, sir, आपने मेरे को क्यों लिया सर? जैसे साले इतने सारे लोगों ने पिक्चर रिफ्यूज किया था. स्टार के पास गया, इसके पास गया, उसके पास. He gave me a whole name of all the people, of the young stars at that point in time. सबने रिफ्यूज किया था. मैंने ठान ली कि मेरी स्क्रिप्ट बहुत अच्छी. कोई भी इडियट, पहला इडियट यहाँ पे आएगा, स्ट्रगलर, जिसको काम करना है, मैं उसको ये काम दे दूँगा. So I was the first idiot. So he used to have this office in a garage. So there used to be this one turn, and he used to know. He used to be sitting, looking, through that.
Yeah.
Not corridor, but your where you park it.
Alley.
Yeah. So the gate was here. This is the building, and you need to come here. So he could see everyone coming to his garage, struggling for work and stuff like that. So he saw me. He realized कि ये काम मांगने को आ गया. So he was really upset before that.
Yeah, because no one was there.
So I said, sir, कुछ come struggling picture. It's not तेरा final हो गया. Does it really? And then I did that movie. In that movie, during the movie, Suraj came back to me. And I said, dude, he says, one condition is that, we need Maine Pyar Kiya to release before this film. So, but that film was almost ready. I had a very small role in that movie. So I said, ye phir se gayi. But then eventually, it all worked out. So when people say, planning and, strategizing, for me, I've never done any of these things, and they've worked beautifully for me. I've signed a film that at one point in time I saw my work.
The intention was to do something good,
No, I didn't know which direction that I was going at that point.
Really?
Yeah, so when I saw BB Taisi, it was a really nice film. Rekha ji was there, Farooq Sheikh, Kader Khan, Bindu ji. It was like at that point in time one of the biggest star casts. But I saw my work there, and I realized that I sucked. I was really, really bad in that film, and I realized this film is going to do at least 100 days. At that time, the film should do 100 days. Yeah. And I realized all those 100 days, everyone who sees me, is going to hate me, and Suraj is going to suffer because of this. So I prayed, कि picture nahi chale.
Oh God.
But that film did well. It had a destiny. I was terrible in that movie, and then Maine Pyar Kiya came, and I was really worried for Suraj. And I told Suraj as well that his career is not going to work out for me. This is going to put a javelin in my coffin, as an actor. So I love the film. I'll come and assist you. He says, are you mad? Have you seen the screen test? So I said, yeah. I said, but have you seen this film?
Yeah.
She says, no. So I organized a trial. So Bihari Saab said, kabhi dikha do. I showed Suraj the film. My Sohail, Arbaz, Alvira, they saw the film with me, and they came on and said, what is wrong with you? What have you done? I'm like, really embarrassed. And then Suraj comes out. He says, Salman, I just want to ask you. At that point in time, I used to call Suraj, and he used to call me Salman. So, Salman, I just want to ask you one thing. Why are your eyes looking so big? Because you know what? I'll control that. That I'll control. That's it. Now what do you want to do? He said, you're wrong. We're shooting next month. I was like, yeah. Damn. So that was it. And then after that.
That's so cool. That's such a story to tell. So when you were small, what were the problems you had as a teenager? Like today's teens, in the teen world, there are so many problems, there are so many issues. So what problems did you face?
What are the problems that they have now?
So there are it depends. It varies.
Education, passing, failing.
I feel more like peer pressure, social issues like teasing.
Social issues.
Yeah,
I'm facing them right now. I never faced them when I was growing up.
People tease, bullying, teasing, body shaming. A lot of kids today have mental health disorders which are not addressed enough, and it's almost as if they want to do good to themselves, but then it's a lot of social pressure to live up to a particular standard of life, social media intrusion in our lives. So there's a lot that goes on in the
So I used to
teen
have this
world.
one pair of jeans, okay, which my uncle, who just come back from Germany right now for 10 days. So he got me a pair of regular jeans. I was in India school at that point in time.
So that was a very big brand back then.
Yeah, just one pair.
Yeah.
So I used to wear them all the time. And then they tore. So they were all ripped.
Yeah.
I wore them. I wore them all the time. It didn't matter to me. Till today I wear the same boots and I wear the same jeans and the same pinky t-shirt. So it didn't matter to me at all what people say. Ke same jeans pen kya tha? As long as you're comfortable with yourself, it
To be confident
actually
in
doesn't
yourself is very important.
So I've never in my life got more than 40-45% in school. And I come from a family, my father's the writer, he's an educated man.
Yeah.
But he didn't say anything. He said, so I remember midterm, we went indoor and I failed in 2 subjects. And I knew that I'm going to get
God,
smashed and my
yeah.
holiday is going to get messed up. So he calls up the landline in Indore and we were on a holiday. He said, enjoy your holiday when you come back. Okay? And I'm like petrified. I know this is like in the middle of your holidays. I'm not going to say anything. When you come back also, I'm not going to say anything. It's just that you have another 6 months to go to finals.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you pass. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Just the fact that he said that, I
Made you want to do better.
So when I thought I was going to fail in my boards, I got 68%. I'm like, yeah.
That's so cool. But yeah, back then, was there like a lot of pressure to, rise up to the occasion?
So
Anything?
it depends. It depends actually, on your friends. It depends on your upbringing. If it is not actually the pressure that the children have, is the pressure that the parents put onto the children. They want their children to be, competing with other children, which is right on their path as well. But then they need to figure out that what your child is good at, and then put him into that. Just because somebody else's kid is good at a particular thing, that does not mean that your kid is going to be good at that. So anyway, so if somebody else is good at one thing, you want your child to be as good. What's the novelty to that? Find something else for your child that he's going to be good at, and somebody else's parents. Some other parent will want his or her child to be like your child. And today there's so many opportunities. Like when we were growing up, we used to play cricket. So we said, क्या करेगा cricket खेल के? 11 लोग तो होते टीम के अंदर.
Yeah.
Then, but today your hobbies have become your professions.
Opportunity.
You never had all this stuff. So you had one radio station at that point in time and one TV channel. Today you have hundreds of radio stations and hundreds of TV channels. And now today with the digital, social media, there's so much work going around for everyone. First there used to be Amin Siani, one host, and Pul Kile Gulshan Gulshan. There used to be a program called Baban Prabhu. There used to be sports roundup at that point in time. And Papa Sumanti used to be the host there.
Yeah.
So it was like a Chaya Geet, There was a Chaya Geet there where 6 songs used to play. So from there we've come a very long way. Today there's enough
very fast, in fact.
Job opportunities for lots and lots of people. First there was, like I said, one radio station, one TV channel. So you can only employ those many people. Today, there are one too many.
Yeah.
So lots of people
choice.
And they used to have 3 programs, okay? I think TV at that point in time used to run from 6 to 9. I think that was it, 5 or 6 to 9. Today, it's 24 hours. So there's a lot of work for a lot of people. Like when TV suddenly came in, all the out-of-work actors in the film industry, overnight, houses, cars, bungalows and big stars and appearances and shows and stuff. I remember there was an actor who couldn't save his child. Didn't have money to put petrol in their scooters. And then TV came in and boom, he had all the money in the world.
Yeah, so that was quite life-changing.
Yeah.
So how were you with your siblings as a teenager? Like when you were in school, back in school?
We've always got along. We used to have our fights.
Who used to fight the most?
Yeah, Arbaz and me. Arbaz and me used to fight a lot. But then those fights were like brothers, next day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to college, and he sees my pair of shoes, he wears my pair of shoes and goes, the jeans that I want to wear, he's taking it. Oh, I've done the same thing to him. His shirt that he's ironed, his shirt that he's ironed, I've worn it and taken off, so now he's left without his shirt. So we've done all these things, and Dad has put these small seeds in Naan with Sanjay Dutt and Kumar Gaurav.
What is the one message you would want to give to teen Salman?
Teen Salman?
Yeah.
Work hard, don't think too much. Just work hard. Just make sure that when you're working hard, you should be working hard in the right direction. Just because you think that you're good at a particular thing, that does not mean that everyone else would think that. They will know, they will see it. And if you're working on something for the longest time, obviously it's not working. So it has to be that you start something and people appreciate that, and you know that this is the direction that you need to go.
So that's it for today.
That's it.
Yeah. Do you wanna answer another question?
No, you could ask me. Oh, well, sure, okay. No, you can ask. You can ask.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know, what would you say to people who... So a lot of teenagers right now, we're all facing failures in different aspects. Failures in terms of personal relationships, failed.
Oh, that's beautiful. Failures in terms of personal relationship is like the most lovely thing there's ever. Oh, that is... You feel this at the age of 16, 17. The girlfriend gone, boyfriend gone. You try your best to keep. It doesn't work out.
Get a new one.
It's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. Take your time. Take your time. It's not that you just jump into it. Take your time. Don't want to rebound. Wait. Somebody better is going to come along.
Yeah.
So don't take stress on, my girlfriend, now she's dating so-and-so. My boyfriend, he's out with so-and-so. Don't take stress on this at all, because it's just going to weigh you down. Later on in life, when you're older, you laugh at it. You'll joke about it, you'll laugh at it. That angst that you had, the animosity that you had at that point in time, it's all going to die. Everyone is going to be happy. Happier than what they were when they were your age.
Yeah, or even the expected.
But that is if you take it like this. But if you keep that vendetta, if you keep that angst, if you keep that animosity inside you, then you will never be happy. Never be happy. So just let it go. Let it go. Just let it go.
That's great advice, actually. It's very rare when people are like, it's good for you to fail and stuff like that. Everyone today is always saying, compete and get in the zone. You need to achieve something.
Yeah, you need to do that. You need to do that gradually. You need to do that.
Yeah.
Also, but there's time for that. There's time for that. Finish your education. See, the right kind of profession that you want to get into. Try a few things. You know that this is you're the best at this. So I think education right now is really important. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if somebody's scoring 90 or somebody's scoring 40. You do not know where your destiny is going to take you. The people who have failed in school are the biggest geniuses and the biggest minds ever. And the people who've 90s, who score 90s and stuff like that, I've known so many people who are out of work, okay, and so many people who go back to teaching, tuitions, etc., etc., etc. And they think this one kid who's the most, the dumbest kid. But then that kid survives, and that kid, comes later on, and the teacher thinks that, मुझे तो लगा इसका कुछ नहीं होगा यार. But that kid is, he's come of age and he's doing really well for himself. And this whole thing of, being fat or being skinny, enjoy that moment as well. Because I used to be really skinny. I tried my level best to put on weight. Today, I smell food, okay, and I put on 2 kilos. Enjoy it. Enjoy.
Yeah.
You need to do everything, eat in portions, moderate.
Take everything. Yeah.
Just be nice to
That's
you.
it for today, and we've had an amazing chat about everything teen and everything about today's world and back then. So it was great talking to you, and
Thank you.
very inspirational. And of course, I got to meet my crush and speak to him about everything.
If you like the video, go like, comment, share, and subscribe.
See you soon. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.